Hello. Since it's just a few days before Christmas, I'm going to read a Christmas book. This one's called Dewey's Christmas at the Library. It's Dewey's very first Christmas at the library, and he is mesmerized by the glitter, the twinkling lights, and best of all, the Christmas tree. There's a picture of Dewey, probably helping to wrap presents. And there's lots of kitty footprints. Dewey's Christmas at the Library by Vicki Myron and Brett Witter, illustrated by Steve James. Snow and ice, twinkling lights, kids bundled up on a cold winter night, hot chocolate and Santa Claus and decorations just right. In the small town of Spencer, Iowa, Christmas was everyone's favorite time of year. Everyone, that is, except Dewey, read more books, the town's one-year-old library cat. Dewey, you see, was just learning about the holidays. On Halloween, Dewey discovered candy. On Thanksgiving, he slept through Thanksgiving. So when the giant Christmas tree box came out of storage, Dewey didn't know what to expect. But when he saw those tree branches, Dewey knew just what to do. He sniffed and licked and cuddled them. He hopped and wrestled and rolled. I got a present, he sang as he danced. A great big delicious present. Glitter came next. Then angels, tinsel, lights. Dewey was having the time of his life. And then everything went quiet. Too quiet. Dewey's friend Vicki, the librarian, had been helping children at the craft table. She looked around. Where's Dewey? All of a sudden, Dewey came racing past, but he didn't look like himself. He looked like a great big marshmallow cat. He's stuck in a bag. The children chased him left, then right, to the front, to the side, until they finally caught him in the picture book aisle. Don't worry, Dewey, the oldest boy laughed. It's just a paper bag. Look at the size of Dewey's tail. Dewey was free, but he was not happy. Nasty bag monster, he thought, curling up in a wreath to lick his fur. But it was Christmas time. Excitement was in the air. Before he even finished licking his tail, something new caught Dewey's eye. If I sneak, he thought, and stretch and pounce, I think I can catch that skinny red mouse. I think you know where this is going. Dewey swung at the end. The yarn bounced on his head. He chased and reached and pounced again. The ball tackled him instead. And the next thing Dewey knew, he was all tangled up in the red yarn. Dewey's funny, a little girl said. Dewey looked up. All the children were watching him, and behind them there was a big, beautifully decorated Christmas tree. Wowsy whiskers, Dewey thought as he looked at the tree. It's Dew-rific, and it's all for me. All day, Dewey lay happily under his tree. That night, he explored up and down, round and round. Dewey and his red yarn wound through the branches and the decorations on the tree. Oh my, Vicki said when she saw the tree the next morning. It was covered with yarn, and it looked fantastic. Great idea, Dewey, Vicki said. Then she smiled, petted Dewey on the head, picked up the tree, and carried it right out the front door. Trailing behind her, like a lost kitten, was Dewey's new ball of yarn. But it's mine, he said. That day the library was closed, so Dewey moped. Yuck, he said to his food. Double yuck, he said to his water dish. He pushed away his favorite toy. He ignored his bed. Christmas is lonely, Dewey thought, even with the wreaths and lights. Dewey was still curled up on the floor when the librarians came back Monday morning. First, they brought stuffed cats. So what, Dewey thought. Then the cat books. A little better. Then, my tree! My tree, my terrific tree! We won first prize, Vicky said, pointing to the first place ribbon. And it was all because of your yarn idea, Dewey. But Dewey didn't care about first prize. He was just happy to have his Christmas tree back. And he knew, deep in his heart, the award wasn't all because of him. He had a little help. And now Dewey wanted to share his delicious tree and his special first Christmas with all his friends, too. Friends like you. Merry Christmas. Love, Dewey. And I hope you have a Merry Christmas, too.